If the Chinese Communist Party is in America doing all these things, boy, oh boy, that is unacceptable, and I guarantee you every single American would agree with that. So you want to start, Admiral? You have a sense of these?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you bringing this up. Probably the least discussed topic within the United States of America today that requires the most discussion and action. So I think it's fair to say that there's been a silent invasion of the United States. There was a book that was written
Silent Invasion.
Silent Invasion. There's a book written about that when Australia faced the same kind of things, and they addressed it, and they've taken measures to better protect themselves. We need to do so as well. I have a list of things that maybe would provoke some thought here about examples of Chinese influence. First of all, Hollywood remains beholden to CCP censors, and they're actively painting a benevolent PRC. And so we don't have the entertainment industry that's available to describe these things to the American people in a way that they might over time come to understand, particularly if they distrust government. But government itself has failed, I think, to be able to describe.
So can you just on the, sorry, I want to make sure you get through all your list, but just on that, Hollywood is beholden to Chinese communist censors. That's a pretty dramatic statement, right? Hollywood's very powerful in America, around the world. Do they go to the masters in Beijing and say, please, Mr. Xi Jinping, is it okay to do a movie or not a movie? Like, how bad is that?
So there is less dependency today on the Chinese market because many movies can't actually go there and profit the way they used to. But for many years, the movie makers would, in fact, if they wanted to sell their movie in China, they would allow their scripts to be reviewed by the CCP censors. And over time, they knew what the left and right limits were, and then they could self-censure, which is actually a metric of the success of political warfare when you self-censure because you know what you're supposed to say and not to say.
Yeah, that's shameful.
Right. Other issues, universities have been hooked on Chinese tuition dollars. Academic freedom has been threatened. There are examples of this. Scientific and laboratory cooperation continues to transfer the seeds of innovation to the Chinese. There's been recruitment of ethnic Chinese from inside the U.S. government and businesses. Influence attempts at the local and state level designed to create dependencies that then the Chinese can leverage, including pressure on the federal system. Multimedia influence operations with Chinese-owned or influenced media capabilities in our country and globally. Purchases of property near U.S. sensitive facilities and bases, which we're getting after, of course, thanks to Congress's help. We have operations inside U.S. critical infrastructure that CISA has talked about, but this is at the national all the way to the municipal level in the United States. Cyber espionage has been well covered, but that continues to be $200 to $600 billion. That's trillions of dollars of U.S. IP that has gone over to fuel China's modernization and their rise. Also buying stakes in U.S. companies to get tech secrets. All of these are part of sort of standard CCP exploitation malign actions. There's been discussion about many of these things. We've taken certain actions to strengthen our capabilities, but I think we have a long way to go.